mute. I was on mute. Right, let's start again then. And I'm gonna change it. I can't be bothered. So Jose Mourinho's first up. Let's talk about his reaction to the sack. So Jose Mourinho, the Tottenham head coach, is sad. After his reaction to the Lampard sack. He says it demonstrates the brutality of football management. He said, Frank is not a colleague. He's an important person in my career, and I feel sorry he did get sacked. Okay, next up, Nathaniel Klein. So Klein will stay at Crystal Palace until his loan ends at the end of the season. He's had a loan extension until the end of the season. Maybe a future signing in the summer. Nothing's been confirmed just yet. Jesse Lingard. All right, I want to talk about this one. So, United have offered Jesse Lingard on loan. However, they have to bring. However, I'm going to start this one again. So, Manchester United have offered Jesse Lingard on loan. However, if they were to bring Jesse Lingard on loan, they would have to either cancel Benrahma and Dawson's one of them's contract or sign them permanently. So, because you can only have two official loans. So West Ham are exploring the possibility of bringing in Benrahma permanently, and this would cost around £20 million. But I mean, he would be pretty good as a replacement for Haller, but I don't think he's at that level just yet to get to where Haller is. It'll be interesting to see what does happen though in the time that there is. What West Ham does do, because Jesse Lingard, I don't want to see West Ham fans suffer. The way Manchester United did. And Jesse Lingard, he's not Premier League quality. Well, maybe possibly he is. I don't think he is though. He will need a lot of improvement if he does want to do well in the Premier League. So Chelsea. And next up, we're talking about Tuchel and Chelsea. Right. So. Tuchel is looking at getting the job by Wednesday, which is not actually quite far away. However, it could be good. It's not. I mean, Tuchel. Okay, yeah, he's a really great manager, but he got sacked. Right, he got sacked from PSG, and Poch got his place. But I don't believe Tuchel is Premier League material. I mean, he's a good manager. He's a league sort of manager with the money, with wages and all of that. And let's face it, Chelsea like a bargain. However, they have a lot of money, like Arsenal and Tottenham. They like a bargain as well. Of course, they could have spent 60, 70 million on Werner. They got it for less than 50 million. You know. Next one, so Ozil, and I've got 6 minutes left. And I've still got 1, 2, 3. I've got 5 left. So Ozil. So Ozil seems to be well settled in at Fenerbahce. He went to the game yesterday where they did win 3-0 away from home. I don't know which team was against. It was like, I don't know. I'm not going to bother pronouncing it. Yeah. So yeah, he seems to be well settled. He seems to get settled in very well. Of course, he had to quarantine for 10 days. That's why we've still not been able to see him play yet for Fenerbahce. But that game could be coming soon, possibly next week. We'll see. Socrates. So his contract has been cancelled with Arsenal, as you do know, and he has joined Olympiacos on a free transfer until 2022. So that is a 1-year deal. Not very long. But of course, he's an aging player, so maybe this will be his final move. Maybe he may sign another contract coming up soon, but this looks like it will be his final move until he does retire. This one. So Rangers have confirmed that Nathan Patterson has signed a new long-term deal. Now, Nathan Patterson is a very, very good player. So it'll be very interesting to see what it will bring into the Rangers squad. However, teams will be going in for him in the summer. Teams in the Premier League. Derby County. So, they have finally paid their December wages. It's been so long since they paid them. It's a bit funny now, but they finally paid their December wages, which, however, in 4 days' time, they'll also have to pay their January wages. There's been money issues at Derby. It looks to all be sorted out soon, though. But yeah, seems to yeah. So in 4 days, they'll have to pay the January wages. They don't have a lot of time to do that to make the funds, and also no fans allowed in. That's also a cut in money as well. And finally, from me, Celtic. So, Frank Lampard, the former Chelsea head coach and manager, seems to be the front runner for the job at Celtic, of course. Celtic aren't happy at the moment, second place, looking at winning the league. They want to win the league. Doesn't look to be the case though. So they are looking at bringing in Frank Lampard as support in trying to win the league. Whether he does do what's needed, I do not know. But it'll be very, very interesting to see because, of course, Celtic they have their money issues, right? They don't have the same amount of money as Chelsea did. Chelsea were rocking 200, 300 million, when Celtic will be rocking 30, 40 million. So it's a massive money difference there, which will definitely affect it. Time for your questions. So the first one, this is from Christian. What is Bale's future? It's a hard one to think about because, of course, he's at Tottenham right now. It'll be interesting to see what does happen. Maybe he will stay there permanently, but then again, maybe he will leave and go back to Real Madrid or China. There's been a lot of speculation about him moving to China because, of course, a million a week is not a bad wage at all. And he could do pretty well in China as well. So it'll be very, very interesting to see what does happen with Bale. We don't know much about it just yet, though. From Thomas, what is Newcastle's transfer window looking like? Very quiet. I can tell you that now. Very quiet. We've not seen anything from him. They've had a look at Jesse Lingard. They sort of want him. We've not really heard much about them though. They've been linked with Napoli's fullback Gulam from League, but yeah, other than that, not much. And also from Tom as well. What's Burnley's transfer window? What's that looking like? Again, it's another very quiet one. We've really not seen a lot from them. They've been linked with. They've only got about 20, 30 million to spend it on, so it's not a lot of money to spend. And of course, they've been linked with Josh King. Now, Josh King. Yeah. He's a striker at Bournemouth by lots of things. He's Norwegian. Right, okay, I didn't know that. I thought he was English. He's 29. They've been linked with Burnley. Tarkowski looks like he'll be on the move. But other than that, there's nothing really else to talk about from Burnley. Don't really have a lot to do. Don't really have a lot of work being done either. And then from Ayush, who's an FCTV member, saying, what's the best club for Lionel Messi to move to? Best club, best thing to do, stay at Barcelona. Maybe he wants to, move somewhere else for the time being. Maybe not at the same time. We do not know. We don't know what his morale is. We don't know what his thinking is because he's not said a lot. If you so say his contract's been cancelled by Barcelona, PSG would probably be the best move for him because of course he's got Neymar there, one of his best friends, and also Luis Suarez is also looking like moving to Paris Saint-Germain. So that trio would be coming back, which is very, very big news. And that's my time up, guys. So I finished everything somehow, just on time. I'll see you guys